Hi, everyone, and welcome. My name is Jeff Abel, and I'm Senior Volunteer Management for Special Olympics Maryland. I'll be walking you through the family webinar for 2018 Winter Games that will be happening February 25th through 27th at Whitetail Ski Resort. The agenda for our webinar will cover a welcome. We'll go through some information about the event, the schedule, facility maps and layouts, information regarding family member housing, our opening ceremonies, just a reminder about coaching during competition, cover some special events for families and details for spectators, and then also provide some information on how you can get in touch with Susan Holland, our family coordinator, with any questions that you have. So this year, unlike past years, we have moved time trials to the day before Winter Games rather than a few weeks before. So that will be on Sunday, February 20th. You can see the schedule on the screen now. Delegation check-in will be at start at 9 a.m. and go till 2 p.m. It's important that family members know delegation check-in is just for heads of delegation and for coaches. Athletes should check in with their coaches and heads of delegation. They do not need to come to the time trials check-in table. Alpine skiing warm-ups, that'll take place from 10 to 11:45. Time trials for Alpine beginning at 11 o'clock. This will be done by delegation, so it's important that you check with your coaches and head of delegation for your specific time. Lunch will be available in the Whitetail Food Court from 11 to 1:30. For snowshoeing, your warm-ups will be 12:15 to 1:45, with time trials beginning at 2 o'clock and running till 4. From 4:30 to 5:45, our delegations will be at dinner. Family members, this dinner is for our registered delegation members only. While you can purchase food at Whitetail, we ask you not try and sit with the delegations. But we do ask that you stay around because that evening we will have our opening ceremonies from 6:30 to 7:30 on the Whitetail patio. The next morning will be the official start of our Winter Games. So breakfast for our athletes will be from 6 to 8 a.m. At the hotel. Delegation registration will take place at the control center. Remember, this is just for coaches and heads of delegation. Family members and athletes do not need to come to delegation registration. For family members, we will have family hospitality open from 9:30 to 3 on Monday, and we'll talk more details about that. It's a great place to come get snacks and get some information as well as walking passes, and again, that will be covered later. Our alpine skiing competition will take place from 10 to 4:30 with our various events between there. Lunch, again, is available with a meal ticket in the dining room. And then we'll also be offering family hospitality at our snowshoeing venue for family members who will be there. So this is the schedule for the morning session. I'll leave this up on the screen for a little bit so you can take a look at what's happening. So for our afternoon sessions, you'll see that we do have both skiing events in the afternoon with more snowshoeing competition. Awards will pick up in the afternoon as athletes start to finish. Dinner will take place back at the hotel from 5:30 to 6:45, followed by the athlete social and dance. And then family members, the family reception will be at the Homewood Suites from 7:30 to 8:30. This reception is just for family members. Athletes are not allowed to attend. Athletes need to be at the athlete social and the dance. Okay, so the Homewood Suites reception is off limits to any athletes and anybody who's not a family member. So Tuesday, February 27th is our last day of Winter Games. This day tends to go pretty quickly, but it'll be a great culmination of Winter Games. So we will have family hospitality open again from about 9 to 11. It's a shorter day, so we do pack up a little earlier up there. The snowshoeing competition should wrap up around 12:30, with our alpine venue wrapping up around 12. So quick day, but lots going on in that time frame. On the schedule now, you'll see our detailed schedule for snowshoeing. So on the 26th, warm-ups will start at 12:15. The 100-meter will start at 12:35. The 25-meter will start at 2. The 400-meter will start at 2:45. And the 4x200 relay will be at 3:15. So those are the times that we'll stick to as best we can up at snowshoeing. One detail to add, just we're going to do a fun race with coaches at the end of the day. Hopefully that'll work out. Our athletes like to see their coaches compete as well. So at the end of the day, we'll provide a coaches race. Family members are encouraged to stick around and cheer for their coaches as well. On February 27th, you can see snowshoeing has a shorter day. So at 9:15, they'll start the 200-meter. 10:15 will be the 50-meter. 11:15, the 800-meter. And then 11:30, the 4x100 traditional and unified relays. This will provide a map of our venue. So this is Whitetail Ski Resort. For those of you who have been there, you know that this is a wonderful facility. They're a great partner for Winter Games, and we enjoy being back here after a year. Just to highlight a few areas for everybody. You will see lot 6 at the bottom of the screen. That's a great place to park for our alpine families. The snowshoeing competition, there's a lot off to the side. You can see this arrow right here that I'm highlighting. That's a good place to head for snowshoeing competition at time trials, much closer parking. And then the snowshoeing competition at the games themselves will be down at the snow tubing park where they were last year. Again, parking right there. So snowshoeing families don't try and park in lot 6 and walk over. In the main lodge, there's a few areas that you should take note of. Group sales and group services, right here. This is where you can pick up lift tickets. You can pick up meal tickets if you're a family member. Athletes and delegations will have those, but if family members would like to purchase meal tickets, you can do that there. As you walk forward, this section that I'm highlighting now, that's off to the right, that is the main dining room, dining hall, food court. So you can go there. They have plenty of food stations where you can grab lunch, grab snacks, whatever you want. In this section that I'm circling here, there's a coffee shop and Starbucks, so you can also head there for any snacks you may. On the other side of this building, kind of where I'm highlighting right now, this is where opening ceremonies will take place. There's a patio right here, and so there will be seating for opening ceremonies. This is also where our Alpine Awards will be. The Solstice Dining Room, which is on the second floor of this building that I'm circling now, that's where our Alpine Family Hospitality will be. So we will offer family hospitality down at the snow tubing park. Once Winter Game starts. But Alpine families, you may absolutely come up to the Solstice Dining Room on Monday and Tuesday to get some snacks. There we go. Here's an overview of our alpine courses. So our glide and super glide will be on the velvet slopes. Novice will also be on Velvet. Intermediate will be on Stalker. Super G will be on Sidewinder. And our advanced will be on Home Run. No changes from the previous year, but these are the courses or the slopes that our various divisions will be using. For snowshoeing venue, it's a bit different. So similar to last year, time trials will take place at Mountain Operations, and then our Monday, Tuesday competition will take place at the snow tubing park. So one thing to note, snowshoeing families, you will see that there is a parking lot right in front of Mountain Operations. Do not park in this lot. The area that I'm highlighting right now, that is all parking as well. So we encourage you to park in these sections. It extends a little bit beyond here. But this area is absolutely off limits that I'm circling now. The reason that's off limits is we need to be able to get emergency vehicles in there if for some reason we need that on Sunday as well. We need to keep that access open for for the staff at Whitetail. So please make sure you do not park there. On Monday, Tuesday, these parking lots will be open down by the snow tubing park. So absolutely feel free to park in those lots. There may be some signage directing you specific directions, so just follow those. But again, for the most part, very close parking for our snowshoeing venue for both Sunday as well as Monday and Tuesday. Overnight ski storage. So for those of you with athletes who take part in alpine skiing, you might be wondering what they do with their skis overnight. We will provide drop boxes for people to put their skis in by delegation. So they're big barrel. They will be labeled with delegations. So it might be, depending on the number of skiers, it might be one per, it might be 2 delegations per. But we ask that you only put your skis and poles in there only. There should not be helmets or boots or other items. Please just skis and poles in the right delegation bins. Please make sure the skis are labeled so we know whose are whose. And make sure if you are renting any equipment that you do the appropriate rental forms. This year, unlike last year, opening ceremonies will take place on Sunday after dinner. So on Sunday, we'll go through time trials, we'll have dinner, and then we will do opening ceremonies. Delegations will have athletes participate in the parade of athletes. 2 representatives, not everybody will do it. And the opening ceremonies will start by 6:30. We encourage parents and family members to get there around 6 just to get seats. And we ask that you just work with delegations and the people around you to make sure that there's little side conversations. Obviously, we turn the speakers up as loud as we can, but just so everybody can hear and enjoy the ceremonies, please try and limit side conversations during opening ceremonies. Again, that will take place on the back patio of Whitetail. Typically ask, what about closing ceremonies? We don't do an overall official closing ceremonies for the games, but there are closing remarks at the competition awards area after the last awards are presented. Some people are here for that. Typically, people, unless they are participating in the last award ceremony, they won't be there for that. But you're not missing an official closing ceremonies if you head out. We cover this information about coaching during competition for our family members just because we don't want any athletes to be disqualified or anybody removed from the games for coaching or other unsportsmanlike conduct. So our athletes have been training hard. They've been working with their coaches, and we are excited to see them compete. Alpine coaches may ask to speak with athletes and partners for a short time between runs in the designated coaching box, as long as it does not delay the competitor from getting to their second run. So one thing to remember is that coaches are family members, unless you are a designated delegation coach, you are not to be coaching at any point, okay? Coaching is absolutely prohibited in the start area and while the athlete and partner are on the competition course. So what is coaching? Coaching is any specific assistance that helps an athlete gain an advantage over other athletes. Examples of coaching include things like put your skis downhill and it will be easier to get up. Actions like skiing or running alongside a course to help an athlete get across the finish line. All considered coaching. The main purpose for our no coaching policy is to provide a fair competition for all competitors. Absolutely cheer on your athletes. General cheering and encouragement is not considered coaching. Yelling, go, 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 great job, you can do it. Any type of general encouragement is absolutely fine and encouraged. It will not give an athlete an advantage other than make them excited about their competition. So just make sure that anything you are yelling and saying is general and encouraging and in no way can be confused with coaching. There are consequences for coaching. So if in the official's judgment, athlete partner receives assistance from a coach, the athlete is DQ'd from the race and will receive a participation ribbon for the event. For the person who did the coaching, the first offense is they're required to leave the race course for the duration of the event, and if there's a second offense, they'll be removed from winter games completely. So we don't want to do this. It's not something fun that we like to do. So make sure you're just cheering on athletes, that you're not doing anything that could be considered coaching. So family members, obviously our delegations will be staying in hotels, and we wanted to provide some information regarding lodging that's available for you in the Hagerstown area. That's the closest city town area to the Mercersburg, which is where Whitetail is. You'll see some hotels, the Homewood Suites, the Courtyard Marriott, Spring Hill Suites, and Country Inn Suites. If you have not gotten your hotel yet, we encourage that you call one of these places to make a reservation. They're pretty convenient to Whitetail, as well as the family reception and other events happening in Hagerstown. So you can see this is some directions to Whitetail Sport. So just as a point of reference, you'll see that Whitetail is right here, just over the Pennsylvania line in Mercersburg, Pennsylvania. The hotels that we provided are just about at this black dot that I'm highlighting now in Hagerstown, so just off I-70. Pretty easy to get up to Whitetail from there. So the best way to go for our Maryland families from the east, if you're coming 70 west, get off at exit 18, the Clear Spring exit, and head straight up to Mercersburg. If you're coming from west, the best way to do is 70 east and hit exit. I guess it is exit 18. So pretty easy to find Whitetail. Again, I'll leave these up on the screen for a little bit, just if you're not sure about the specifics of getting to Whitetail. So we'll say that once you get off on that Clear Springs exit, there's plenty of signage for the ski resort and Whitetail, so just follow those signs. If anybody is coming from Harrisburg, points north, there's directions as well. Okay, for families and spectators, we have some opportunities for you. First of all is family hospitality. This area is for family members only, okay? There will be snacks, coffee, hot chocolate, brownies, cookies, lots of good stuff. Whitetail donates this food for our family members, okay? Athletes and coaches plan to bring their own snacks This is something nice that Whitetail wants to do to thank our family members for their commitment to our athletes in the program. So as a sign of respect to Whitetail, we ask that only family members are taking these snacks, okay? For Alpine, that will be on the second floor of the lodge near the large bay windows in the Solstice restaurant. It's very nice, great views of our skiing area. Snowshoeing, it will be inside the tubing park building. So just up from the snowshoe competition area, but we'll be inside to kind of set off behind the main area. So again, those family hospitalities will be open throughout the games until 3 o'clock on Saturday and about 3 o'clock on Monday until about 11 o'clock on Tuesday. Family reception. This will be a nice dessert reception that we will have at the Homewood Suites at 7:30 in the ballroom. There's going to be a silent auction. We'll have an ice cream bar, and this is for family members only. Again, your athletes will not be allowed inside. We won't even really have them in the hotel. They need to be in the athlete dance and social. There's going to be activities for athletes who do not, can't deal with loud noises, if they don't like to dance. There will be games. We're working on a movie. Athletes cannot be brought to the Homewood Suite. They need to be with their coaches and chaperones. The last thing that we'll be doing for family updates is taking place on Sunday. Our organization is going through some strategic planning right now, and as key constituents to our organization, our president and CEO, Jim Schmutz, wants to update our family members on the progress that we're making and some ideas that have come up. So on Sunday, February 25th at the Ramada Plaza at 8:45 p.m., Jim will be doing a presentation for our family members. All are invited, especially those with particular interest in the direction of Special Olympics Maryland. We realize this is late. We wanted to make sure that the family reception on Monday night stayed, purely social in nature. We didn't want to have a speaker content or anything in there. So Monday night after ceremonies, as you're heading back to the hotel, stop by the Ramada Plaza where the athletes are staying in the Cumberland South Banquet Room. So at 8:45, Jim will start that presentation. Whitetail, once again, will be offering special rates for lift tickets. So you can choose between a lift ticket only or lift ticket and rental if you want to get out on the slopes. Certainly you cannot go interfere with competition or use the slopes that our athletes are using. But if you are a skier, you can absolutely enjoy the other slopes that Whitetail has to offer. If you have your own equipment, you can get a lift ticket only. If you need to rent equipment, you can do that as well. Do not go to the ticket lines. Go to the group sales area at Whitetail. Say that you're with Special Olympics, and they'll provide those rates. In terms of meals, your lunches can be purchased through Whitetail. Again, go to group sales and say that you're with Special Olympics and get lunch ticket. I believe they're slightly discounted, and you can eat in the food court. Again, there's also a pizza restaurant that you can visit. I don't believe your lunch tickets are good for there. They won't be good in Starbucks, but you can absolutely purchase anything there that you want. Dinner, you will not be able to purchase tickets for the Special Olympics specific dinner at the Ramada Plaza. This is just based on space and amount of food that we can get. This is just for delegation members only. You can dine. There is a fireside restaurant and lounge at the Ramada Plaza where you can go purchase food, but the Special Olympics dinner family members cannot attend. Again, your athletes will be with their coaches and their chaperones. They will make sure your athletes are eating and have everything that they need. Do not worry about that. We encourage you to check out one of the local restaurants. There's plenty of chain restaurants in and around Peterstown, right around the hotels, in fact. So enjoy it. Enjoy a dinner out while our athletes are eating at the Ramada. If you are an Alpine family member, a walking pass is required for those who wish to cheer on the athletes at the finish areas of the slopes from the snow. So anytime you're on the snow, you will need either a walking pass or a lift pass. There will be walking passes available at family hospitality areas. There's no charge, but we just need a waiver signed. So stop by the family hospitality area and sign that walking pass. Make sure you do that. So if you want to walk up to the finish areas, you can do that, get some great pictures, and see your athletes. Again, this is just if you want to be on the snow. If you want to watch from the patio, you are absolutely fine to do that. No walking pass required. As soon as you step on the snow, you need a walking pass. Spectators at snowshoeing. There is limited viewing area for time trials just because of the mountain ops area. It's behind the mountain operations building. It's a narrow space. The spectator space will be marked in the snow. So we will make sure that that's marked. Please follow those markings. If you want to, you can bring your own folding chair so that you can sit. We have a lot of family members who like to do that. So if you want to bring a folding chair and sit in that designated spectator area, you absolutely can. You are not required to have walking passes at snowshoeing, so don't worry about that. Nothing needs to be signed. And please make sure, again, that you are not parking in the mountain operations parking lot. All vehicles should park in the general lots. We'll make sure those are marked, but essentially that parking lot that's right in front of mountain operations is off for our family members. Park in the lots before that. The two areas for awards, Alpine awards will take place on the patio direct outside of the main lodge. Our snowshoeing awards will take place inside of the snow tube lodge. So outside awards for Alpine, inside awards for snowshoeing. Heads of delegation and coaches will make sure their athletes get to the awards area at their appropriate time. Please stay out of the staging area for awards. When our athletes are in staging, that's when you should be getting a good seat, getting your cameras ready to take pictures as your athletes receive awards. It's just helpful if our award stagers are the only ones providing directions in the awards tent, so no one gets confused. Everyone needs to be there. So you seats when the athletes are in the staging area. Again, for Alpine, that will be on the back patio. For snowshoe, that will be inside the lodge. Again, just a review of our food service for both delegation and for family members. The delegation dinner on Sunday night will be hosted by Whitetail Ski Resort. On Monday evening, the Ramada Plaza will host dinner, and it will be buffet style. Athletes will eat and then come back for the dance. We're going to have seating in multiple rooms. Food is available for purchase for family members, but family members are not permitted to sit with delegation during dinner. So you can purchase food on Sunday right at Whitetail, but enjoy dinner on your own. For Monday dinner, delegation members, again, will eat at Ramada Plaza. Family members will not have the option to purchase dinner tickets or eat at the Ramada with a special Olympics dinner. There are plenty of restaurants. There's a Fireside restaurant right in Ramada, but only officially registered delegation members will have tickets and be allowed into the dinner. Family members, for lunches, you can purchase tickets at Whitetail Services. Tell them you're with Special Olympics Maryland. Lunch tickets will be sold at discounted rate. Lunch tickets will not be sold at Family Hospitality. We have some people coming up thinking that the walking pass and the lunch ticket are the same thing. But if you need a walking pass, that's what's at Family Hospitality. If you want a lunch ticket, you can go to guest services. Additional information, at Whitetail, we'll use Whitetail Ski Patrol for any medical issues that are needed. So if you need something, find it, just let a staff member know. But they'll be roaming around the whole venue. The medical will be. There's also a walking clinic for injuries located near the control center area at the lower level of the kind of kids mountain camp. So you'll see signs for medical attention. So in addition to the medical staff that will be walking through the park, there will also be a walking clinic available. anything that happens with medical needs overnight, we will have medical contacts at the hotels. For any updates to events while the weather looks good, just any updates, we always use Nixle. So it's a text message alert system. Any messages or alerts concerning winter games you'll receive. We use this for other events. So if your athlete competes in multiple events, you can subscribe and stay signed up. So to do that, you must text SOMD Sports to 888-777. And you'll receive any alert that we have. If you don't get any, it doesn't mean that you didn't sign up correctly. It just means there may not have been alerts. After the event, if you do not wish to subscribe to Nixle anymore, all you need to do is text SOMD Sports off to 888-777. Make sure you leave the space between SOMD Sports and off. That'll turn off any Nixle alerts. Please make sure that that first bullet point is for heads of delegation only. I apologize, it shouldn't be on it. There will be an evaluation survey that's distributed, so make sure you fill that out. Provide us feedback on the events. As this is a great facility at Whitetail, please, everyone clean your areas at the end of each day. Make sure as you're walking around that you're thanking our volunteers, many of them, because this is a Monday, Tuesday event, just as many of you are taking off work, our volunteers are also taking off work, so we want to make sure that we are thanking them for their commitment to our athletes. And last but not least, absolutely thanking the Whitetail staff throughout the day. They are a phenomenal group of people to work with. It's a great state, and we really appreciate their partnership. So as you see Whitetail staff members, make sure to say thanks for us. And we're looking forward to being back for many more years. If you have any questions or need more information about 2018 Winter Games or any other sport-related issue, Susan Holland is your main contact with our staff. She's our family coordinator. Her contact information is on the screen, sholland@somd.org, or her cell phone is 301-814-2213. So any questions you have, you can go right to Susan. That's the end of our webinar. Thanks so much. I hope that was informative. Again, if you have any questions, please contact Susan. And if we don't hear from you, we look forward to seeing you at Winter Games on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.